Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Current River Broadcasting for another night of Doniphan. I'll have the play-by-play coming up in the junior varsity contest here. And we've been off for a week. We haven't had a game on Current River Broadcasting since last Friday night. During that time, the Tuesday night, they went over to Clearwater and had a pretty much of a blowout win over there. And then on Thursday night, last night, Ozark Foothills Conference outright at 6-0 in the conference. That will give them the number one seed, or most likely. It's possible that somebody could vote against them, but I don't know how, if you go 6-0, how you starts a week from tomorrow, if I'm correct. And I believe this year it's up at Greenville High School, and I'm sure the finals will be at the Libla Sports Complex at Three Rivers College. As for the boys, they played on Tuesday night. Greenville is still the only loss they've had in the conference. Now, they were supposed to play at Neelyville on Tuesday, but because of maybe some more weather coming in, they've moved that game to Monday. That game is at Neelyville for the Dons, and I believe that will be their last conference game as well. And like I said, I believe right now they've defeated Twin Rivers, Clearwater, East Carter, and Naylor. So they're 4-1 in the conference. And right now, I believe Greenville sits atop the conference. We'll talk a little bit about upcoming games later. For the starters for Saxony Lutheran, the Crusaders junior varsity. Number 11, Jonathan Pfeiffer, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 23, Austin Hunt, a 6'2" sophomore. Jackson Wilson, number 32, a 5'11" sophomore. Owen Buckheit, a 6'2" sophomore. Number 33 and number 44, Wes Keeney, a 6'4" sophomore. For the Dons, it'll be Tyler Lowry, 5'7" freshman. He wears number 3. Number 21, Lane Allen, a 6'1" sophomore. And number 25, Harley Elliott, a 6' sophomore. A 5'11" freshman. Number 30, Corey Haygood, and a 6'3" sophomore. And number 51, Trent Andrews. That's the starting lineups for the Dons and the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders junior varsity team. Saxony Lutheran wearing dark blue uniforms with gold numbers, and they will be going from left to right here in the first half. The Dons will go from right to left. I have been meaning to talk to Coach Cagle and Coach Dilbeck and find out what the JV's record is, because we don't do the away games anymore like we used to on the radio. I used to be able to keep up with that, but I'm not sure, and I'm not sure what their conference record is either, but hopefully we'll try to find that out sometime soon for you. All right, it'll be Lane Allen jumping against Keeney. And Keeney controls the tip in the back court to Pfeiffer. And the Dons are going to start out in a man-to-man defense, it looks like. Hunt gives the ball on the left wing to Buckheit. Back to Hunt between the circles. Now to Keeney on the left wing. Back down to Buckheit. They swing it back around on the right side. And that, is Hunt. And now a three-pointer going to be put up by Keeney. It's an air ball. Big boy out there shooting a three. He's 6'4". And Corey Haygood gets the rebound, takes it to the other end, gets his man in the air. Shot no good, but hit the side of the backboard. Looked like they got a hand on that, but they're going to give the ball to Saxony. I guess he just shot it up there without them deflecting it. We're just underway on this Friday night here at Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in Doniphan. Glad you're with us. And hopefully we'll see some good basketball here tonight. Buckheit gives it over in the corner, and that is, let's see, number 32. That's Wilson. Back out front. And a layup in the left hand is up and good. And that was Austin Hunt. Gets the first bucket of the ball game. Now Saxony's playing a 2-3 zone against the Dons. Lowry penetrates, kicks it out to Allen. Now over to Haygood. Back out front, left side. Lane Allen shoots a three, in and out. Ball tipped around, it's going to go out of bounds. I think it'll stay with the Dons. Keeney got that one off his hand. Well, the Dons will inbound underneath their own basket. Got 5:26 left first quarter. It's 2-0 Saxony. And bounce pass comes into Haygood. Out to Lowry. He's going to shoot a three. It's an air ball. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Buckeye. Pass ahead to Wilson. Wilson's going to take it in, lay it up, no good. And Trent Andrews gets the rebound for the Dons. Lowry up to Haygood. Haygood, left wing to Allen. Now top of the key. Back to Allen on the left side. And they pass around the perimeter. We're going to try another three-pointer. This one's good by Tyler Lowry. The Dons have had 3 shots, all of them three-pointers, except for the 1 2-pointer that Haygood hit the side of the backboard with. And they're 1 for 3, and they lead it 3-2. Hunt gives it in the corner. Buckeye, they try to get it down low, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be off of Jackson Wilson of Saxony. No full court pressure. Saxony drops back into a 2-3 zone. Don's working around the perimeter. Haygood's going to fire up a three. That one's off, no good. And Keeney with a nice block out gets the rebound. Pass up the floor. And that's going to be Hunt taking it in. Shot up and good. And we're going to have a foul on Tyler Lowry, so he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Don's going to have to get back on defense because it looks like they're wanting to get it up the floor quickly. That's the first foul on the Dons. And Austin Hunt with all 4 points, trying to get the old-fashioned three-point play. He missed it, but the ball's tipped all the way back out to him. Pfeiffer with it at the head of the key. Saxony up 4-3. We're at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Wilson, cross court to Buckeye. He's going to come back to the center of the floor. Now to Hunt behind the three-point line. Over to Keene, left elbow. Now to Pfeiffer, and we're going to have an illegal screen. They're going to call a travel. I thought they were going to call an illegal screen on Hunt. And we got Devin Alfonso checking in a game for the Dons. So the Dons get it back, trailing 4-3. Haygood in the lane to Elliott, kicks it out to Alfonso. Down low to Anders. He puts it on the floor hard. Over to Allen. He's going to dribble baseline. He takes it in, puts it up, and gets it to go. Wayne Allen with a nice drive, gets 2, puts the Dons back up 5-4. Pfeiffer over to Hunt. Hunt with it now. He's guarded by Allen. Now over to Wilson. Back out front, Buckeye. Back on the right wing, Wilson. He hits Keeney at the free throw line. He's going to shoot it from there and rims in and out. Harley Elliott with the rebound. Brings it back the other way for the Dons. Over on the left wing, Allen dribbles baseline, cut off, back out to Alfonso. Now Elliott slows it down. Right wing, Haygood. They swing it back left side to Elliott. Now up front. And they continue to run the motion against that zone defense. Haygood thought about the three. Goes back on the right wing to Alfonso. Out front to Elliott. Over down to Haygood. And he tries to get it to Anders. It's going to be batted out of bounds by Keeney. Well, the Dons inbound underneath the left side of their basket. And bounds to Elliott. Out front to Haygood. Haygood dribbles over, hands it off to Alfonso. Cross court, Elliott. Back out front. They're trying to get Haygood open for a three-pointer. He hadn't been able to get but that one shot or one three-pointer off so far. He may get one now. He does. It's up, and it looks good, and it is. Corey Haygood. Don's got a couple of threes and a two, and they lead at 8-4 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Hunt with it out front. Gives it to Keeney behind the three-point line. Anders backs off of him a little bit. He dribbles over, hands it to Wilson. Now over to Buckeye. He's going to try to answer back with a three, and he does. Owen Buckeye gets his first bucket. 8-7 now. Don's come out with a two-man front this time against that zone. Alfonso over to Elliott. Back to Alfonso, left wing now to Haygood. Head of the key as they continue to move it around. They get it free throw line to Anders. Don's being patient here, looking for a good shot. And then they throw it away. Bad pass by Alfonso. And it's picked up by Wilson. He's going to take it down, and he hands it off to Austin Hunt. And he scores and puts Saxony back up 9-8. Don did a good job there for about 30, 40 seconds. Lane Allen for three. It rims out. Anders gets the offensive board. Kicks it out. Elliott, he's going to fire one up. It's no good. Corey Haygood with a nice rebound and a stick back. 10-9 Dons. Pfeiffer brings it across the half line. He's met there by Alfonso. Over on the left wing to Wilson. Now right side, Buckeye. Back out front to Hunt. Down to 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Pfeiffer over to Hunt, deep behind the three-point line. Now with 10 seconds, they give the ball back to Buckeye. He gets a screen, and it's going to be Hunt. His three-pointer is partially blocked, but it's rebounded underneath by Keeney. Trent Anders got caught not looking at the ball. He just looked up at the basket, and he's going to pay for it as Keeney's going to get the bucket and a free throw. You always got to look, watch the ball while it's in flight because that ball got partially blocked on the three-pointer. Lowry comes back in. We got 1.2 seconds to go. Saxony's taking an 11-10 lead, and Keeney will try to make it 12 at the end of the first quarter, and he gets it. And a long shot hits the beam up above, so we played one quarter. Pretty quickly played there, and Saxony leads the Dons JV 12-10. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back on Current River Broadcasting. We played one quarter here at Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in Doniphan, and Saxony Lutheran leads the Dons junior varsity team 12-10. Be Dons ball to start the second quarter, and they send out the five starters. It'll be Haygood, Lowry, Elliott, Allen, and Anders, and we'll get Saxony's here in just a minute for you. Saxony's still in the zone. They get in the lane to Haygood. Boy, wish he'd turn around and shot that. Another three from the head of the key. That one rims in and out, and that was Lowry, and Keeney gets the rebound. So they've got Buckheit, Wilson, Keeney, Braden Zellner, a 5'10 freshman, and also number 50, Josiah Paisley, a 6'4 freshman in the game. Ball is going to be knocked away by Allen, picked up by Harley Elliott, and he's going to lose a little hesitation, goes in and lays it up and in. Nice job there by Harley Elliott with a little hesitation there, and he blew by the defender and got the bucket to tie the game at 12. Don's still playing man-to-man. Paisley at the left elbow. And he's going to throw it out of bounds as he threw the pass too far. And that was Wilson diving for it. And we're going to have Austin Hunt checking back in along with number 24, Mason Lohman, a 5'10 sophomore. The Dons with the ball, and we're tied 12-all. Bounce in the lane to Allen. Kicks it out to Haygood. Steps to the left a little bit. Three-pointer no good. And a rebound down to Hunt. He quickly gets it into the front court. Passes down low. Keeney beat Anders down the floor, but he missed the shot. And then Keeney's going to knock it out of bounds. Anders is going to have to hustle there. Keeney had beat him down the floor, but he missed an easy one. Give the ball back to the Dons. Haygood, left wing, Lowry. In the lane to Allen. The ball goes through his hands, but it goes right over to Haygood. Dribbles to the baseline. Out to Harley Elliott. It's a three-pointer, and it's good. Dons have made 3 threes here in the first half. That puts them up 15-12 quickly. Saxony in the front court. Hunt over to Buckheit. Throws it down low. Lohman out to Hunt for a wide-open three-pointer. It's no good. And a rebound down to Lowry. Bounces it ahead. Lane Allen spins into the, well, he started to pin into the paint, and then he almost throwed it away, but a nice save. Nope, they say Lowry touched the out-of-bound line. And Allen actually had no place to go there. Either that or he should have kept going, one or the other. Lohman on the right wing. Baseline to Keeney. Pass across the lane, trying to get it to Hunt, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lane and Allen. And Lohman will toss it in for Saxony under the right side of their basket. Into Keeney, right elbow. He's wide open. They're going to leave him open. He's going to shoot it and miss it. And Haygood with the rebound for the Dons. He quickly comes up the left side. He stops, goes back to the center of the floor, passes Lowry on the right wing. Out front to Allen. Right back to Lowry. Bobbled it, got it back. Allen, he's open for a three on the left side. It's way off. And Hunt with a rebound. Quickly into the front court. Buckheit gives it back to Zellner. Now up front to Hunt, back to Buckheit for three. It's way off. And Haygood with the rebound. He's going to bring it into the front court. He's going to take it all the way. They didn't pick him up, and he lays it in. Corey Haygood has had a nice freshman year for the Dons. He's got 7 points now, and it's 17-12. Biggest lead for the Dons here in the first half. Hunt, head of the key. Over to Zellner. Now to Keeney behind the three-point line. He's going to dribble into the paint, gives it to Hunt on the right wing. Back over to the left side, Buckheit. Baseline, Keeney. Anders backs off of him. Now he's going to drive to the basket, and he put it in. He backed off of him a little bit too much. It made it easy for him to drive to the basket. And it's 17-14 Dons with 3:15 left in the first half. And we're going to have a foul. That one's going to go on Austin Hunt as Tyler Lowry did a little hesitation move on him. He reached in and fouled him. And we got Pfeiffer checking back in, along with number 14, Seth Mueller, and number 31, Corby Ingert. Hunt and Keeney stay in the game. Dons bring it in. Free throw line to Allen. Kicks it out to Harley Elliott. Elliott's got it on the left wing. He's going to fire three, and it's good. Now, Elliott's got 8 points. That's his second three-pointer. Quickly up the floor. Nice hustle by Lane Allen. Knock it out of bounds. They were trying to get it to Hunt. And Saxony will inbound it right at the end of the Dons bench. Inbounds to Pfeiffer. Back to Hunt on the right wing. Now down to Ingert. He's swinging around the outside to Mueller. And that time Anders done a better job on Keeney cutting him off. They're looking to get that ball underneath. They hadn't shot too awful well from the outside, so looking to get it inside. Ingert head of the key to Pfeiffer. Now to Keeney on the left wing. Dribbles one time. Back on the right wing to Hunt. Now to Ingert, head of the key. He dribbles one time, picks it up, and his bounce pass is picked up nicely there by Mueller, because that could have been a turnover real easily. Pfeiffer penetrates, kicks it out in the corner. Now to Hunt at the head of the key. They've taken quite a bit of time off the clock this trip down the floor. Pfeiffer over to Keeney. Dribbles in again, and we're going to have a reach-in foul. Going to go against Alfonso. By the way, I don't think I said that Alfonso checked into the game just a minute ago. That's the first foul on Alfonso, third team foul. As we got Owen Buckeye checking back in the game, replacing Austin Hunt. Engert will inbound it. Gets it in right out in front of the basket. Lane Allen knocks it away. It's still loose, and it's still loose, and it's going to be picked up, and Allen takes it away. Haygood one-on-one. Going to go in, sidestep the defender, and they're going to call him for a travel. That's that Euro step that you can get away with in college. Most of the time they call that in high school, even though I'm not really sure he walked because he faked the pass. It was really a nice move there, but they wiped the basket off. And let's see, we got who came back in the game here? Hunt checks back in. Keeney with the basketball. Now to Engert. He gives it to Wilson. And down underneath, and the shot's going to be up and in by Buckeye. They finally get one down low. 20-16 Dons. Haygood down low. Anders catches, fakes, puts it up, missed it. Boy, he has a hard time making those down around the basket. It was good job there. Done a little pump head fake, but couldn't get it to go. 54 seconds left in this fast-played first half. We've only had 4 total fouls called. A lot of outside shooting, so when there's a lot of outside shooting, there's not many fouls called. And a jumper from the free throw line, no good. And that was by Wilson. And the Dons get the rebound, and now they lose it. And it's going to be Saxony's basketball. There's one of those times where they throw it to the big man in the middle of the floor in the back court, and that usually doesn't work out well. Need to get that ball to the guards. Keeney, right elbow. Still has it. Gives it in the corner to Pfeiffer. Goes back out front, throws it cross court. Almost confusion there between Engert and Buckeye, but they do come away with it. Baseline to Keeney out front. Buckeye now over to Hunt. Hands it back to Pfeiffer with 8 seconds left in the first half. Pfeiffer gets a screen. And a long three-pointer put up, no good. The ball tipped around, and that's going to be the end of the first half. And we are going to have a 20-16 lead for the Dons. And they had a good second quarter there as they held Saxony to 4 points after giving up 12 in the first. And the Dons have scored 10 in each quarter and have a 20-16 lead at halftime. We'll look at the scoring here real quickly. Austin Hunt has 6 for Saxony. Owen Buckeye has 5. He has the only three-pointer they made. And then 5 points for Wes Keeney. And that is their total of 16. They were 1 of 2 at the free throw line. The Dons did not shoot any free throws, but they were pretty hot from the three-point line. They made 4 in that first half. And we got 3 points for Tyler Lowry. That was a three-pointer. 2 for Lane Allen. 8 points for Harley Elliott. He had 2 three-pointers and a 2-point basket. And then Corey Haygood had a three-pointer and 2 2-point baskets. He has 7, and that's for a total of 20. So the Dons lead at 20-16 at halftime. And we'll be back with the second half of the junior varsity game here in a few minutes. So stay tuned here to Current River Broadcasting for more Dons High School basketball.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her and him and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are so low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. And Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Keith Bowen back at halftime of the junior varsity game where the Dons lead the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders 20-16. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half. Wanted to get back on here. I was talking before the game, if you were with us, about the Dons game against Neelyville on Monday is going to be on Monday night instead of Tuesday because they're saying we might have some more bad weather on Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Wednesday night, I believe, but it's still a little ways away, so hopefully that'll not happen again, but it'll stay warm enough we won't have anything. But they're going to move the game to Monday, and that game is at Neelyville Monday night. Now, on the other hand, let me get the schedule here real quick. The girls will be at home Monday, and that will be against the largest school that they play all year, I think. I don't think they, other than Poplar Bluff, which I think Poplar Bluff may be Class 5. I think Jackson may be 6, but they're 5 or 6. But they're playing Jackson on Monday. And then on Friday, they play New Madrid County Central. Both those games are home, so they'll be on Current River Broadcasting Monday and Friday of next week. And the boys play at Neelyville on Monday. And then they are off, and the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament does start a week from Saturday. Now, the girls, as I said, probably going to get the 1 seed. They won't have to play. But hopefully, if the boys can beat Neelyville on Tuesday, I think that will give them the number 2 seed. I'm not positive, but I think. But we're ready to start the second half. It's going to be Lohman, Pfeiffer, Hunt, and they try to get it inside low to Paisley, and it goes out of bounds. Also, Wilson, and I believe that's it. I think I said Hunt. Dons have Allen, Haygood, Elliott, Lowry, and Anders, and another 3 by Corey Haygood, and he knocks in another one. He's in double figures with 10. Quickly up the floor, they get the ball to Wilson. Out front to Pfeiffer, over to Hunt. He gives it to Lohman. Dribbles to the baseline, cut off. Bounces it down low. Paisley backs his way in, up off the glass, no good. Good defense by Trent Anders. A nice block out, Nice block out as well to get the rebound. Haygood, right wing to Lowry. Back out front, Lowry. He dribbles over to the left side. Free throw line, Elliott. Out to Lowry for 3, and it's good. Tyler Lowry, that's his second three-pointer. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 three-pointers for the Don. Here in this one, their lead is up to 10, the biggest lead of the night, 26-16. Lohman looking inside. Back out front to Hunt. Over to Wilson, back to Hunt. And we're going to have a timeout called by Saxony with the Dons leading 26-16. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back here on Current River Broadcast.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
So Saxony Lutheran takes a timeout after the Dons hit a couple of threes to push that lead up to 26-16. They've hit 2 threes. Saxony hadn't scored yet. We played just a little over a minute in this third quarter, and it's a 10-point lead. Pfeiffer gives the ball to Ingert, who just checked in. Back to Pfeiffer. Don's still playing man-to-man defense. Lowry on Pfeiffer. Now over to Ingert. Deep on the right wing with it. Finally puts it on the floor one time. Now he's looking for help. Gets it to Lohman at the head of the key. Lohman right back to Ingert, standing in the same spot he was in. Now over to Hunt, standing on the three-point line. Gets it down low and backing his way in. A shot blocked by Anders. And that was Wilson. And Haygood goes to the other end. Lowry's open again for another 3. This one's no good, but the long rebound is going to be picked up by Allen, and he'll take it back in and score. That's 4 for Lane Allen. 28-16 Dons. Ingert holds the ball above his head, finally dribbles one time, and Saxony's going to call another timeout as they look like they were confused on offense, so we will take another 30-second break and be right back after this message.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Well, Saxony has called 2 timeouts within just a little over a minute span, as the Dons have outscored them 8-0 here in the third quarter and have built a 12-point lead with 4:49 left in the third. They bring Paisley back into the ball game. Pfeiffer, Ingert down low, and the ball is deflected, knocked away, and we're going to have a foul on Saxony. Good job there by the Dons on defense. Foul's going to be on number. Yeah, I think they called it on Hunt, but they did. That's his second foul, and that's only the second team foul that they have called on Saxony. The Dons had 3 in the first half, don't have any here. Elliott's going to drive in, give it to Anders, puts it on the floor, throws it back out, and Haygood is open again, and it's good. Corey Haygood got 13. That's his third three-pointer. Nice ball movement by the Dons. Anders didn't force that shot up, and he got it back out, and a couple more passes, and Haygood was wide open. And we're going to have a foul on Harley Elliott. That is Harley's first team foul, as Zellner's checking back in for Saxony, and Devin Alfonso comes in for the Dons, replacing Tyler Lowry. Pass underneath the basket, and it's knocked away again, and we're going to have a tie ball. And again, good defense by the Dons, and they'll get it on the alternating possession. They're trying their best to get that ball down low to whichever big man's in the game at the time. Right now, it's Josiah Paisley. Dons back the other way with their biggest lead of the night, 15 points, with 3:58 left in the third quarter, 31-16. Haygood drives to the basket all the way in, shot up with the left hand, no good. Paisley with the rebound for the Crusaders. Gives it to Zellner, dribbles to the elbow, and he drags his pivot foot when he stops. And it'll go back over to the Dons on the turnover. In my opinion, the Dons JV has improved so much since the first of the year. It's unbelievable. Anders gets it down low, and he ducks down, and he's going to be tied up. And to keep that ball above his head, I think that will go to Saxony if they called a foul. Called a foul on Hunt, and that's his third foul. He's got all 3 fouls they've called on Saxony in this game. Ball comes into Anders, kicks it back out. A three-pointer put up by Alfonso short. And Zellner with the rebound. Throws it up into the front court. Wilson. Back to Zellner. Penetrates into the paint. His little floater, no good. Paisley with the rebound. Puts it up. Won't go, but we're going to have free throws. As there's going to be a foul on the Dons. That's going to be on Harley Elliott. Number 2 on him. Second team foul, but we'll be shooting free throws. Josiah Paisley. Looking for his first point of the game. And the free throw is good. Paisley is a 6'4" freshman. They have got some big, tall boys on this Saxony Lutheran team. Next one is Long. And Lane Al with a nice block out. Gives it to Haygood. He's guarded closely by Zellner in the back court. Backdoor pass. Kick out. Three-pointer up by Elliott. No good. And Zellner with the rebound. That was still good ball movement, even though the shot didn't go. Pass up the floor to Hunt. He'll give it back to Zellner and then get it right back. Now number 35, Alex Rhodes, a 5'11" freshman, is checked in for Saxony. It's his first action of the night. Zellner drives baseline, puts a shot up, It goes in, but they're going to say the foul was before the shot. It's going to be on Alfonso. That's his second foul. Trent Anders is going to get a rest as Tyler Lowry checks back in. Wilson gets it in the corner to Zellner. Hunt back out front. Zellner. Lob down low to Paisley. Ball knocked away and it's pulled out of there by Allen. Pass up the floor a little bit too far by Harley Elliott as he had Devin Alfonso open, but he let him just a little bit too much, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's 31-17, 2:15 left in the third quarter. Rhodes over to Hunt. Now right elbow, the ball right through the hands of Wilson, and the Dons take it away, and we're going to have an easy bucket there for number 3, Tyler Lowry. And good pass from Corey Haygood. Lead back to 16, 33-17. Hunt guarded by Harley Elliott. They get a ball to Zellner. Zellner penetrates, lobs it to Paisley. Paisley's going to put it up, and he gets it to go. If he gets it down low and he gets it up high, he's going to be hard to stop. Right now, the Dons have Anders on the bench, so they're pretty small. And a drive to the basket, and we're going to have a foul on Paisley. And again, a little hesitation move. And that was by Tyler Lowry. And as the season has gone along, Tyler Lowry has gotten way more aggressive, and it's paying off for him. And this will be the first free throws of the game for the Dons. He's got 8 points, and his first free throw, no good. Dons are up by 14 with 1:27 left in the third quarter. Next one is up and good. Zellner, right baseline to Rhodes, back out front to Hunt. He dribbles to the wing, now back out front to Wilson, left side to Zellner. And that time Allen let Paisley get behind him, but he missed the shot, gets the rebound, puts it up again, no good. And a battle for the rebound, and the smallest man on the floor, Lowry, comes out with it wide open up ahead, and laying it in is Devin Alfonso. Nice job by Lowry to have his head up and look up the floor. Zellner down low, and he overshoots Paisley out of bounds. And coming back in the ball game will be Mueller, Lohman, and Pfeiffer. And staying in the game will be Wilson and Hunt. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. 36-19 Dons. They kind of cleared out a little bit for Haygood. I don't know if he's going to take him one-on-one or if they're going to play for the last shot. Haygood dribbling out front. Nice, brings it back out with 30 seconds to go. Dons keep cutting to the basket there, looking for a backdoor layup. If they don't get one, they'll probably go for the last shot. Haygood dribbles down, dribbles back out with 18 seconds to go. Now with 14, 10. Now he takes it down, gives it to Elliott. Now he's going to turn and shoot it, and he scored. Haygood, 15 now. And with 1 second, they're going to shoot one from almost half court, and no good. And a great third quarter by the Dons. They had 20 points in the first half. They scored 18 in that third quarter and only give up 3. And they lead at 38-19 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be back in 1 minute. Everybody stay with us.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are so low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
38-19 Dons as we start the fourth quarter of the junior varsity game. They'll have Lohman, Mueller, Pfeiffer, Wilson, and Hunt. Dons have Lowry, Alfonso, Allen, Elliott, and Anders. And if the game doesn't get close again, the jump shot by Hunt is no good. And here comes Tyler Lowry with the basketball. I was going to say Corey Haygood may not play this quarter unless the game gets close again. That way he'll have an extra quarter to play in the varsity game. And if you're kind of new to basketball, you can play 6 quarters in a night. He's played 3 so far, so that means he can play 3 quarters in the varsity game as well. Don stole it away. Hunt takes it down, lays it up. It won't go. And again, great defense by Trent Anders to hustle down there and cause him to miss that shot without fouling him. Elliott dribbles back out front, and he's going to be called for a travel. About the time he went to throw it to Lowry, Lowry cut through the lane, and he drug the pivot foot. Six minutes left in the game. Lohman on the right wing. He gets around Elliott and lays it in. Nice move there by Mason Lohman to get his first 2 points of the game. Back the other way. Wayne Allen on the right wing. He dribbles baseline, puts up the runner, no good. He got a little too far behind the backboard. Did catch the rim. And Hunt's going to take it hard to the other end. Gives it out to Lohman. Back to Hunt. He's wide open for 3. It's short. And the ball comes out to Anders. Lowry heads the other way. Lets the traffic clear. Gives it to Lane Allen. Allen on the left wing. Out front to Alfonso. Now right wing to Lowry. He hands it off to Anders. Anders is out where he don't belong, away from the basket. Pass back door to Harley Elliott. No, he missed the layup. Here comes Pfeiffer the other way for the Crusaders. Gives it out to Hunt. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now he puts it on the floor. Going to try to take Anders, dribbles baseline. He's cut off there, and he's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. And the ball goes back to the Dons with 4:49 to go. And 38-21 lead for the Dons. Stick around, coming up about 15-20 minutes after this game, we'll have the varsity game. It ought to be a good one as well. And Lowry dribbles it off his foot, and it's picked up by number 14, Seth Mueller, and he takes it the length of the floor and scores. Back the other way. And Alfonso dribbles into the lane, has it knocked away, and we're going to have a timeout called before it's tied up with 4:20 to go in the ball game. It's a 15-point lead, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. At the end of the first quarter, Saxony actually had a 12-10 lead. Don scored 10 in the second quarter and held Saxony to 4, so they had a 20-16 lead at half. And then they exploded in the third quarter for 18 points and held Saxony to 3. And they had a 19-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and they lead it by 15 now. And they'll have the basketball underneath their own basket with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Again, a nice crowd on hand here at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium for Doniphan Dons basketball. And hopefully we've got a nice crowd watching on YouTube. Anders with the fall away. It's no good. And Hunt gets the rebound. Saxony's trying to up the tempo a little bit, down 15 points. They need to score quickly if they're going to get back in the game. Hunt about 16 feet out, gives it to Wilson. Nice move into the paint, and it's knocked away again, but he gets it back, and he sends it out for a three-pointer. That was Zellner, no good. Harley Elliott rebounds for the Dons. Lowry stops at the volleyball line. Gets a screen from Anders, cuts back into the paint, kicks it out to Elliott, now to, over to Allen for 3. It's way off. It's going to go out of bounds off of either Lowry or Alfonso, one or the other. Either way, it's going to be Saxony's basketball. And a drive to the basket. Nobody picked him up, and that was number 35, Alex Rhodes. He just checked back in the game, and I think Dons were confused on who was supposed to be guarding him. The foul's on Lane Allen, his first. And it'll be Rhodes shooting 2. And he makes the first one. And that is his first point in the ball game. They're 3 of 5 from the free throw line in the game. Now 4 of 6. Rhodes gets his first 2 points. Saxony going to full court man-to-man. Ingert also checked back into the game. And the Dons almost lose it again. They get it back. Lane Allen with a nice spin move. Puts it up. It's good. And one coming from the free throw line. Now we'll see who they call that foul on. And it's going to be on number 32, Jackson Wilson. That is his second foul. And Lane Allen just picked up his 5th and 6th point. And he's got a free throw, and he makes it. That quickly pushes the Dons lead back up to 16. Rhodes spins into the paint, kicks it back out to Ingert. Now Hunt, 3-pointer from the head of the key. No good, ball tipped around. And Rhodes gets it, and a shot hits the side of the backboard, and Lane Allen gets the rebound. Dons have done a nice job on the defensive boards. Hand off to Elliott. Over to Alfonso on the right side. Now he loses his dribble. Gives it back to Harley Elliott. And we're getting ready to get 4 new guys coming into the game. And Elliott drives and he scores. Harley Elliott's got 10 now. The Dons had very balanced scoring tonight. And the lead is back to 18 with 2:35 left. Rhodes spins on the baseline. Nice move, but his shot rims in and out. And Anders with another rebound. And driving right down the middle and laying it up is no good. And Lane Allen gets it and he puts it in. And he is going to go to the line. He just got a 3-point play just a few seconds ago. And this foul is going to be on Jackson Wilson as well. As we have Pfeiffer, Paisley, Mueller, and Lohman checking back in. And let's see who stays out there. Ingert stays out there. They'll lead it up to 20. And now Lane Allen can get into double figures. Dons already have 2, and Tyler Fowler's only 1 point away. And Lane Allen missed it, so he's still 1 point away. 45-25. Lohman puts it on the floor. Right wing to Mueller. Now back to Lohman again. He's going to take it to the hole, laid it up a little too hard, and Anders with another rebound on the defensive board. Lowry takes it over to the left side, hands it to Elliott. Elliott drives. His little runner's up. It's short. Ball tipped around. Paisley gets it for Saxony. He's going to bring it down all the way down the floor. Stops, puts it up off the glass and in. A pretty good job for the big boy there handling the basketball all the way the length of the floor. Elliott stops, gives it to Anders at the elbow. Back out to Lowry. Hands it to Elliott. Elliott hands it to Alfonso. Back to Lowry. Now to Allen. Allen's going to dribble in on that left side, and his shot blocked by Paisley. And here comes Paisley again, and Allen's going to knock it away from behind and steal it. Well, he did a good job the first time, but that time he didn't do a very good job. Allen takes it in, puts it up, and scores. Now he's in double figures. If Lowry could get one, he would be the 4th Don in double figures in this JV game. Minute to go. 20-point lead. Ingert from the head of the key. 3-pointer no good. Lowry with the rebound. Lowry gets a screen from Anders. Dribbles left side. Hands it to Elliott. They run in that little weave. And Allen's going to take it in again. He gets bumped, no good. Or no foul and shot no good. And Saxony heads back the other way. Pfeiffer takes it down and goes up. He's going to be fouled by Lowry. And that'll be a shooting foul. And And Jonathan Pfeiffer at the line. His free throw is good. He gets a hometown bounce there away from home. That first one hit the back of the rim and bounced straight up and fell through. That's his first point. Next one is rims out, offensive rebound, and number 14, Mueller, lays it back in with a little reverse layup on that left side. 47-30. Elliott kicks it out in the corner to Allen. Dons don't have to shoot here if they don't want to. They got a 17-point lead. The clock winds down to 20 seconds. Backdoor pass, and the shot is blocked by Paisley. Throws it up the floor, and out there to get it is Pfeiffer, and he lays it up and in. And that's going to be the game here, folks, as the Dons don't even have to get it across half court. So they win this one 47-32 over the Saxony Lutheran junior varsity. I'm going to run down the scoring here, and Coach Adam Epps is going to be up here to join me just here in a minute or two. So while I'm waiting on him, we'll run down the scoring, and we'll give you the scoring first for Saxony Lutheran. Jonathan Pfeiffer scored 3 points, and those came right here just in the last few seconds of the game. 4 points for Seth Mueller. 6 points for Austin Hunt. 2 for Mason Lohman. 5 points for Owen Buckheit. 2 for Alex Rhodes. 5 for Wes Keeney. And 5 points for Josiah Paisley. And they were 4 of 8 from the free throw line for the game. The Dons were 2 of 4. As I said, they mentioned they got 3 guys in double figures and had another one with 9, and Tyler Lowry was the one with 9. Devin Alfonso, 2. 11 for Lane Allen. 10 for Harley Elliott. 15 for Corey Haygood. And Coach Cagle was able to keep him out of the game in this third quarter, so he still has 3 quarters that he can play in the varsity game as well. So the Dons JV win at 47-32, and we will get set for varsity action here coming up probably in about 15-20 minutes. Coach Epps, I see him down there. He's talking to somebody, but he will be up here with us in a minute. We'll go ahead and again go over next week's schedule. The Donettes will play at home Monday night against Jackson, that game here on Current River Broadcasting. And then on Friday night, I think that is the only 2 games they have next week. Friday night, they play at home as well, right here on Current River Broadcasting against Madrid County. The boys' game scheduled for Tuesday. You make note of this if you're going by the schedule. They were scheduled to play at Neelyville on Tuesday. They're going to play on Monday instead of Tuesday, just in case we get bad weather. And then a week from Saturday, a week from tomorrow, the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament will start at Greenville. So that's what we got coming up next week. Got a couple of girls games for you on Current River Broadcasting. We'll get Coach Epps hooked up here. Can you hear me, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, you had 3 games this week. Had one tough one and a couple of pretty easy ones. Got the last 2, you got a lot of playing time for those JV girls because both those nights you didn't have a JV game, so that was good.
Yeah. And it was all on the road, too, so we've been on the road, even in the snow a little bit on Tuesday night. That got a little sketchy. But
I bet it was on the way home,
Yes,
wasn't it?
it was. It definitely was for the boys, but it was a good week. Good week for us. We're getting everybody back healthy, playing pretty good right now. And even in those last couple games that we played, we still kind of played at our pace and our level and did some good stuff.
Well, I noticed, and you got to rest McKenna Monahan a little bit in those games too, and rest that shoulder up where should be good to go next week as well.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing to do because she hates it.
She's sitting right there beside you saying, "Put me in, coach."
Yeah, she hates sitting out. I mean, that's just the way she is. And I let her play a little bit yesterday, just here and there, and she's feeling a whole lot better. So
well, that's good. She'll have 2 or 3 more days here to get ready for Monday, which, speaking of Monday, well, we go back to the Dexter game and talk a little bit about that one too if you want.
Yeah. We played Kenna. I don't know if we really should have played Kenna, but we played her, and she was not 100% at all, and she wasn't able to do what she normally does. You know, I think she scored 1 or 3 points, and in transition, I think she was a little scared to go to that right hand, and even like against their press, she was trying to pass with her left hand off the dribble, and she had a little bit of a rough way to go, but we had some people step up and play really good. Maddie Reedus jumped in there and did a really good job. Brooke shot the ball really good for us. Kinsey had a good game. We didn't score a whole bunch. It's probably the least amount we've scored and still won.
Yeah.
So it's 40 points. And
well, it's good to know you can win those kind of games too, though.
yeah, that is true. I like to score more, and our defense, we didn't do a great job in the first half because they kept getting us just like on back cuts and pin down screens and stuff that we usually guard well. But and they did a good job. They was ready for our defense. We did better and we adjusted, and hopefully we'll do a better job on the Nichols girl next time we play them. And yeah, it was a tough place to play, and I was glad we come out of there. Got sketchy for a while. We was losing in the fourth quarter. We were on one of our little zone sets and took the lead. Kinsey got it and took the lead. I actually tied the game, and then she got fouled. She got fouled 1-on-1, and she makes both free throws. And then Maddie Reedus late in the game when we're only up 1, maybe 2, I don't remember. She makes both free throws, and they called timeout in between that too. So maybe our free throws are going to come around a little bit. But
well, at least you made them when you really needed them really bad there anyway. And even Kinsey, who has not shot them very well, making 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
and they were big too. They were big free throws. I mean, fourth quarter, you know how it is.
Well, then we'll talk about Monday night. You got Jackson coming in here. And, are they Class 5 or Class 6?
They're Class 6.
That's what I was thinking. So they'll be the biggest school you play all year, right? Because is Poplar Bluff still, are they 6 or 5?
Poplar Bluff's Class 6 too.
Okay, so them and Poplar Bluff, the only 2 really big schools you play all year. And they've got a good tradition of girls basketball over there. I don't know much about them this year. Do you know anything about them?
They're big. They're good. They're like 14-3, and like 2 of their losses are to Notre Dame from Cape. They got some size, which we're going to see how that goes. Sometimes we struggle with guards that are big, and they've got a really good guard, about 5'9", then she can put it on the floor, and she can shoot it, and she goes and rebounds. And then they got another little long, lanky sophomore that she's pretty good size. So hopefully we can get into those guys and keep them out of the paint. And they got a couple 6'1" girls also that come in there, some volleyball players that are pretty good athletes. So it's going to be a test. I'm excited about that game. I've been excited about that game for a while because we really get to see where we stack up, and how we're going to match up to.
Are you going to be able to press them like you normally? I mean, I know you will, but are you going to be able to press them and turn them over any?
I don't know if we'll be able, because the press is not always just to turn them over, more so than it is by that fourth quarter.
Wearing them down,
and then they may have a little glitch to where they turn it over 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
When you see that happen a lot, and we kind of switch presses up. But I think so. I think we can turn them over. I think we can try to get it going at our pace. Because from film, they look like they want to go pretty quick too. So, but they're a very talented team. And they're only playing, very good competition. So I'm excited about that game, and I'm excited that it's here. So we'll see how that goes. We get to go to practice Sunday, kind of game plan for them, and Kenna going to be back to full health is going to help, and everybody's shooting the ball a little bit better right now. So.
Well, you mentioned Maddie Reedus. I watched the game last night, and she looks like she's rounding back into form like we've seen last year out of her.
Yeah, she don't have her legs all the way yet, but, she's got that thing between her ears, and that really helps us out a whole stinking bunch. And for a guard, she does a lot of things people don't. She had 7 rebounds last night, 7 deflections, and then can score as well. So she's a guard that's going to get in there and mix it up and get some rebounds too. And going back to that Dexter game, she got a couple really big defensive rebounds at the end of the game and a great big steal where they tried to go high-low and lob it over her head, and she just got up there and got it. So, yeah, we're excited to have her back in there as another playmaker, another ball handler, and somebody we can go to there.
Well, we'll talk. I got about another minute or so, and I get ready for this game. But the tournament starts a week from tomorrow, right? And that's at Greenville this year. Is that right?
Yep.
And the seed meeting's this week, and you're 6-0, so you should be the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
you're going to get a bye.
Yep.
Seen last night where East Carter beat Neelyville last night.
Yep.
So does that put East Carter at number 2?
East
probably?
Carter's 2, Neelyville's 3.
So they'll have to play each other in the semifinals if they both win.
Yeah.
And who will be in the 4-5? You think?
Twin Rivers and Naylor.
Twin Rivers and Naylor. Okay.
I think that's how that'll go.
Well, will you play on Monday or Tuesday? The way that's you don't know yet. They haven't seen the bracket.
Haven't seen it, and they kind of decide that. It changes year to year. You know,
so
some nights the boys go on Mondays, and some years the girls go on Mondays.
So it'll either be Monday or Tuesday after the Nevada game before you play again then.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, Adam, I appreciate you coming up. Good luck on Monday night, and hopefully we'll be talking to you after a win on Monday night against Jackson.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Adam. Excuse me, I turned the wrong mic down here. That's Coach Adam Epps of the Donettes. They went 3-0 this week, 17-1 on the season, ranked 7th in the state, Class 4, in the latest poll that came out earlier this week. So we're getting ready for the varsity game now, and the Dons and the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders. And we're going to look at a little bit of stats here. Doniphan is 13-5 on the season. They're averaging 59.4 points a game, giving up 56.1. Saxony is 10-8. But Coach Cagle told me that they had won about 5 in a row, so they're playing well at this time. And they're scoring 56 a game and allowing 49. They've only played 7 times since 2011, and Saxony has won 4 of those, and the Dons have won 3. I was going to see if they had any. They only have one common opponent, and that's Twin Rivers, and Saxony has not played them yet. So it ought to be a really good game. Now some team stats for the Dons. They're shooting 46% from the field, about 31% on three-pointers, and 60% on free throws, and they're averaging 31.2 rebounds a game. Individually, Max Owen is still averaging 19.1 points a game, and a lot of teams have been playing a diamond one or boxing one on here lately, and he's still been getting anywhere from 15 to 18 points to keep his average up there close to 20 points. We'll see what Saxony does on him tonight. I'm sure they know that he is the main scorer for the Dons, and he's been having to work hard for his points. And he is shooting 68% from the free throw line and 38% from the three-point line, which is not too bad. Cam Barton's averaging 12 a game and 6.5 rebounds. Emmett Jones is averaging 12 a game, and he's shooting 60% from the field, which is great. Most of Emmett's shots are right around the basket. J.D. Burton is averaging 8 a game, and Isaac Rawlings is averaging 2.3. And that's some individual stats for the Dons. I said they have played 7 times since 2011. The last time they played was at Saxony Lutheran. The Dons lost 44-41. That was in 2021. In 2020, the Dons won here 67-45. In 2018, they played in the district tournament, and Saxony won 56-39. In 2017, it was a blowout for Saxony, 96-66. And the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament in 2013, Saxony won 60-52. But in 2012 at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the Dons won 63-53. And in 2011, the Dons won 68-53. So that's the history between the two teams. And we are down to about a little less than 4 minutes before we have the starting lineups. So I am going to take about a minute or so break, or a couple minutes, and we'll be back with the starters for you.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. We're for starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for doing as much as you possibly can on a Saturday and absolutely nothing on a Sunday. We're for building a life in Missouri and going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you build is protected, we're here for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are Missouri for life.
I'm Lindsay Turner, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. And Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Keith Bowman back at Doniphan High School. We're getting set for varsity action. We're going to take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders, who are 10-8 on the year. Their coach is Justin Callahan. And they're going to start Max Ritchie, number 1, a 6-foot senior. John Hartman, a 6'3 junior. He wears number 2. Landon Oakes, a 6-foot senior, number 14. Luke Eggemeyer, a 6'6 junior, number 34. And number 35, Aaron Zellner, a 6'4 senior. So they got a couple of big boys on the inside. Well, actually, they have 3. They start 2 6-footers, 6'3", and 2 6'6", and a 6'4". So Dons, for once, are going to be out height just a little bit here tonight. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be J.D. Burton, number 4, Isaac Rawlings, number 12, Emmett Jones, number 23, Max Owen, number 35, and Cam Barton, number 41 for the Dons. And we are getting set for the national anthem. We'll wait until they get ready, and then we'll take a minute break, and then we'll be back. All right, we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back. Get this one underway.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value.
All right, we got the starting lineups for Saxony Lutheran. Number 1, Max Ritchie. Number 2, John Hartman. Number 14, Landon Oakes. number 34, Luke Eggemeyer, and number 35, Aaron Zellner. Saxony wearing blue uniforms with gold numbers, and they'll go from left to right here in the first half. Dons will go from right to left. And J.D. Burton, number 4. Number 12, Isaac Rawlings.
6-foot sophomore, number 23,
Emmett Jones, number 23. Number 35 is Max Owen. And number 41, Cam Barton, rounds out the starting 5 for the Doniphan Dons with a record of 13-5, coached by Daniel Cagle.
Please keep in mind this is not just a sporting event, it is also an educational.
Folks, I'm expecting a good one here. Dons have had a few games here lately where they've kind of struggled on offense, and I don't believe they can do that tonight and stay in the ball game here. I know I said Saxony is 10-8, but Coach Cagle said that they had won about 5 in a row, so they've been playing well. So, and they have some big old boys out there. One of the few times this year that the Dons don't have the height advantage, but I'm not really sure how much difference that'll make. So we'll see as we get started here. Oh. And the ball will be controlled by Max Owen. He's going to go in and he's going to score. He was the only one back on the Dons end. And Saxony got the tip. Eggemeyer got the tip, but he tipped it, and Max Owen was able to get it and score to give the Dons a 2-0 quick lead. Eggemeyer, the Dons going to play man-to-man. Out to Hartman. Out to Oakes. Oakes with the basketball. Takes it into the paint, kicks it out. Three-pointer up and no good. And that was by Hartman. Offensive rebound by Eggemeyer. He lays it up. He missed it. He tipped it up and in. That's something the Dons are going to have to really work at, is off the defensive boards blocking out. And they got 3 cracks at it, able to put it in. Zone defense by Saxony, just like they played in the JV game. Rawlings down low. Barton goes high, turnaround jumper, no good. And the rebound is by Hartman. And he'll give it to Ritchie for Saxony Lutheran. Over on the right wing to Hartman. Back out front, Zellner. Now Ritchie has it out front. Bounces to Eggemeyer on the right wing. Now to Hartman, and Isaac Rawlings is going to be called for a reach in. .6:42 to go first quarter. It's 2-2. And Saxony with the basketball. And bounce pass comes into Ritchie. Ritchie guarded by J.D. Burton. Left wing, Hartman. Down low, Zellner. He turns, shoots, and he scores over Barton. Most of the teams the Dons play have a hard time shooting that ball over Barton, but that was no problem for Aaron Zellner. Dons are going to have to score some points to win this game. They're not going to have one of those low-scoring games. Max Owen with a three-pointer, no good, and oh my goodness. Emmett Jones went for the rebound, got hammered there, and spinning to the baseline, kicking it back out to Oakes. Down the right corner, Ritchie dribbles the baseline, hands it off in the lane, and kick it back out to Hartman. Hartman, head of the key. Oakes for 3, and it rims out. Barton gets the rebound for the Dons. Brings it up the middle of the floor. And his pass is knocked away and stolen. And they're going to get a run out, and it's going to be laid up and in by Oakes. And that's what happens when your big boy tries to bring the ball down the floor. He had the right idea, had a man wide open to the basket, but he tried to throw it through people instead of throwing it over the top. And Saxony's jumped out to a 6-2 lead, and Coach Cagle calls a timeout. Reminder again, Monday night, the Donettes will be in action against the Jackson Lady Indians right here at Bill L. Wright. And next Friday night, they'll be playing the New Madrid County Central Lady Eagles here at Bill L. Wright. Both those games on Current River Broadcasting. And the Dons will be at Neelyville on Monday instead of Tuesday. Seed meeting for the OFC's next Wednesday, and the OFC starts next Saturday. Bounce down low to Burton. He's tied up, gets it in the lane. Barton, nice turnaround jumper, and it's good. 6-4 Saxony. Back the other way quickly. Oakes gives it head to key to Ritchie. The Zellner now left side. It goes to Hartman. To Ritchie, head of the key. Now right side. Cross court pass to Egemeyer in the paint. And the shot blocked by Zellner by Barton. And J.D. Burton comes the other way. And he tries to drive in the lane. Has to go all the way through. And he's going to take it back out front to Rawlings. Over to Max Owen. Max tries to bounce it to Barton. It's kicked by Egemeyer. Be Don's ball over on the right sideline. 4:46 to go first quarter. Saxony leads 6-4. Burton left side to Rawlings. Now to Emmett Jones. Emmett dribbles back left side, gives it to Rawlings. Out front. Max Owen back to Rawlings. Don's being patient against that zone. Get it in the lane to Jones. He goes in and he forces it up. We're going to have a foul on Saxony. Emmett Jones, only 6'2", in there against those big guys, but he can handle it. He can really good at getting around the basket and getting to the basket. That foul's on Aaron Zellner. His first team foul. And Emmett Jones' free throws up, and it's a little bit long. Next one on the way, and that one's good. So he gets 1 out of 2. Makes it 6-5. Now the Dons up the pressure just a little bit to midcourt. Egemeyer at 6'6", brings it up the floor. Gives it on the left wing to Hartman. They swing it back to Ritchie. Now Egemeyer wide open on the baseline from about 8 feet. And he's got 4 points, and it's 8-5. They moved the ball quicker than the Dons could react on that to it. I don't know Egemeyer who was guarding him there. Bad pass by Max Owen. Picked off by Zellner. Ritchie back the other way. In the corner. Hartman, three-pointer up. It's no good. And Emmett Jones with the rebound. He's going to bring it into the front court himself. Dribbles down, kicks it out to Max Owen. Owen picked up quickly. They're not playing a boxing one on Max in the lane. And a fall-away jumper up and good by Cam Barton. Maybe he's accepted the challenge here playing against these big boys. He's got 4. Ritchie out front to Egemeyer. He's out at the volleyball line. Right wing to Hartman. Hartman free throw line to Ritchie at the elbow. Passes back out to Egemeyer. Over to the left wing. Back to Ritchie, fakes the 3, dribbles in, then Max Owen knocks it away. And we're probably going to have a dunk right here by Max, and he didn't get up there and he missed the layup. Got to lay that in, Max. He got out of step and he couldn't dunk it, and then he missed the layup as well when he tried to lay it over the lip of the rim. Zellner down low to Egemeyer. He goes up, he gets Max Owen in the air, and he lays it in. And every time you make a silly mistake, the other team will make you pay for it. And if he'd have just laid that in, the score would be 10-9 right now instead of 10-7. And you might not have made that silly mistake on the other end if that hadn't happened on this end. And we got a substitution. Owen Buckheit, the 6'2 sophomore, checks in. He replaces John Hartman. Inbounds to Max Owen. Lobs in the paint. Nice catch by Barton. He missed it, but he tipped it in. Good pass by Max Owen that time. That one wasn't too high. 10-9. Saxony with 2:05 left in the first quarter. Oakes right wing. Zellner head of the key. Tried to get that same play to Egemeyer again. Now over to Buckheit. Egemeyer open, doesn't take it. Gets Max in the air, but he doesn't take the shot. Ritchie behind the three-point line. Down low, Zellner. Turns with the left hand, puts it up too hard. Egemeyer with an offensive rebound, and he lays it in. Saxony back up by 3. Burton, right wing to Rawlings. Rawlings got to get some help, and he passes thrown away. Here comes Oaks, one-on-one, goes down, missed it. Ball tipped around, and Max Owens going to get it, and that was a good job by Emmett Jones there. Max into the paint, hands it to Barton. Barton has it knocked away. J.D. Burton's there to pick it up. Goes into the paint, and he's going to be fouled. And that one, I believe, will be on Zellner. If it is, that's 2 on him already. That is, he's got both team fouls, both fouls for. And now number 44, Wes Keeney, a 6'4 sophomore, played in the JV game along with Buckeye, checks in the game. Owen on the left wing. Out front, Emmett Jones. Back to Owen. And trying to get that ball inside to Barton. Barton on the baseline. Throws it back out front to Rawlings. Rawlings penetrates. It's knocked away, but it goes right to Emmett Jones. And he's going to take it in. And we're going to have a block, and that basket went in. We'll see if they give it. Oh, they're giving. He said 2 shots. The ball went in. The ball went in. Didn't that shot go in? Didn't that shot go in? Oh, it didn't go in? Okay. Okay, that foul was on Keeney. And Emmett Jones back at the free throw line. Hits the first one. That was the 3rd team foul on Saxony. Jones' second one is good. And we got a 1-point game again. 12-11 with 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Egemeyer holds it out at the volleyball line. Calls Ritchie out to pick it up with 30 seconds. Dons are in a zone, so they're probably going to hold it for the last shot here. Ritchie, right wing to Oaks. Back out front to Egemeyer. Don's picking it up man-to-man now. I believe I'd have stayed in the zone there. Ritchie in the corner. 3-pointer put up by Buckeye. It's good. But a good way to end the quarter for Saxony. They lead it 15-11 at the end of 1 quarter over the Dons. We will return after a 1-minute break on Current River Broadcasting. We played 1 quarter here at Doniphan, and Saxony Lutheran leads the Dons in the varsity game 15-11. Dons will send the 5 starters back out. Max Owen, Emmett Jones, Cam Barton, Isaac Rawlings, and J.D. Burton. It'll be Buckheit, Hartman, Ritchie, Egemeyer, and Keeney. For the Crusaders, they will have the first possession. Dons go back to the man-to-man. Buckeye has it on the left wing. Free throw line, Egemeyer. He's guarded by Max Owen. Backs it back out. Hands it off to Hartman. Hartman looking low. Now to Keeney, right elbow. Now to Egemeyer. They're trying to get that ball inside. Max Owen knocks the ball away. It's going to go, nope, it's going to be saved by Buckeye. And Egemeyer's going to get it, and he gets Owen in the air. Nice move by Egemeyer. And he has got 10 points already. And it's 17-11 in favor of the Crusaders. J.D. Burton will back it out before he sets the offense. Over to Max Owen. Back to Burton on the right side. Gets it into Cam Barton. He's double teamed. Going to take it to the baseline, forces it up. No good, but we got a foul. And that may be the second one on Keeney. And it is. So Keeney has 2. Zellner's on the bench with 2 fouls. And this time it'll be Cam Barton shooting. And he misses the first one. Emmett Jones had been there 4 times for the Dons and made 3 of them. This is the first trip for anybody besides Emmett Jones. Barton's next one is good. And we're going to have Zellner checking back in the game, replacing Keeney, and he's playing with 2 fouls as well. With 17-12, with 7:01 left first half. Ritchie, right wing, Buckheit. Over on the left side to Ritchie. Ritchie dribbles to the baseline. Now back out, Eggemeyer deep on the left wing with it. Buckheit now right side to Hartman. Hartman puts it on the floor. Buckheit now left side to Ritchie. Down low, Zellner bounces back to Ritchie. Fakes the shot, takes it into the paint, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on the Dons. Going to be on J.D. Burton. His first, and that is the second team foul on the Dons. Saxony inbound underneath their own basket. Zellner throws it out front to Hartman. Over on the right wing to Ritchie. Ritchie just holding the ball in his hand. Now he puts it on the floor, dribbles head of the key, and gives it to Hartman on the left side. Bounces one time, Ritchie, and he's going to shoot it from the free throw line. That's good. I believe that's the first shot he's attempted. They've been leaving him open. And the lead is 7, 19-12. Jones head of the key. Left side to J.D. Burton. In the lane to Rawlings. Rawlings goes in, puts it up, and they score. Back to a 5-point lead for the Crusaders. Hartman on the right wing. Head of the key to Buckheit. Over to Ritchie on the left side. Free throw line. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Offensive rebound by Buckheit. In the lane, throws it back out to Ritchie. That shot was put up by Hartman. Out to Ritchie. Over on the left side, Buckheit. Back out front, Eggemeyer. He's guarded by Max Owen. Over to Ritchie. He's going to fire up a 3, and it's good. Well, he's made 2 baskets in a row, a 2 and a 3. 5 minutes to go first half, 22-14 Saxony. Don's having a hard time getting that ball to the baseline. Max Owens open for 3, and it's good. They need to get Max going. That's 5 for him. So they answer right back to cut the lead back to 5, 22-17. Buckheit. Eggemeyer pins to the baseline, puts it up, and it's good, and we're going to have a foul on the Dons. Coach Cagle can't believe it. Foul's on Max Owen. And the bucket will count. And Eggemeyer is almost beating him by himself. He's got 12 points already. Buckheit checks out. Landon Oaks comes back in. And this will be the first free throw. That's Eggemeyer's 12th point. As Corey Haygood, Luke Emmons check in for the Dons. And he cans the free throw for 13 points now. And it's an 8-point lead, 25-17. We're down to 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Rawlings lost the ball, and they're going to say he touched it last. Ritchie knocked it away, and then Rawlings touched it last. And quit trying to dribble that ball between your legs and behind your back and stuff when you got a defender right on you. Sometimes these kids watch too much NBA in college, I think, especially NBA. Max Owen gets a deflection and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders with 4:12 to go in the first half. They are up by 8. And bounce pass comes to Eggemeyer. Ritchie with it out front. Hartman on the right wing. Hands it off to Oaks. Now back front to Hartman. Over to Eggemeyer. Down low to Zellner. He turns, shoots it a little bit short. And Barton with a rebound. A quick outlet pass to Max Owen. Owen hands it to Barton. Barton elevates, and he's going to be fouled. And that'll be a 2-shot foul for Cam Barton. That one is on number 14. That is Landon Oaks. His first 15th foul. They're going to say he wasn't shooting the ball. I don't get that one, but Cam Barton behind the 3-point line. Over to Max Owen. Over to Corey Haygood. Now head of the key to Emmons. Swings it right side to Owen. Owen back out front to Rawlings. Now over to Emmons on the left side, almost stolen. Haygood over to Rawlings. His pass deflected. Max Owen runs it down. And the pass. Excuse me. They tried to get it inside to Cam Barton, and it was deflected out of bounds, so the Dons will bring it in underneath their basket. Max Owen inbounds it. Corey Haygood, wide open three, and no good. Usually makes those. And Hartman gets the rebound for Saxony. 3 minutes to go first half. 25-17, Saxony Lutheran up. Egamar over to Ritchie. He's made a couple of baskets here in the last couple of minutes. Penetrates, gives it to Egamar behind the 3-point line. They kind of clear out that side for him. Bounces on the baseline to Oaks. He cuts through. Oaks spins to the baseline into the paint, puts it up, won't go. And Egamar gets the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Luke Emmons. And I believe that'll be a shooting foul. Nope, they're not going to give him a shoot. They're going to say it was on the floor. Emmons checks out. Emmett Jones comes back in. Oaks will step out to throw it in. On the baseline, jumper from 15 is up and good by Hartman. They're pretty much hitting everything they shoot right now, so the Dons are going to have to score some points on this end. Got to figure out a way. Rawlings bounces to Jones, head of the key. Over to Haygood. Now to Max Owen. Back to Haygood on the right wing. In the lane. Emmett Jones gets it and goes up. Kind of got hip checked there a little bit, but Saxony Lutheran comes out with it. Got a chance to build on a 10-point lead. Down low, Zellner catches, puts it up too hard. And Emmett Jones with the rebound. 27-17. Corey Haygood. Left wing to Emmett Jones. Owen head of the key. Back to Haygood. He's quickly picked up. In the paint. Down low, Rawlings goes up and scores. Good pass from Barton. And Rawlings got the 2 points. 27-19. Clock winding down to 1:23 left in the first half. Ritchie will walk it up. They spread it out again, so they may go for the last shot here if the Dons, unless they get a layup. That's the only thing bad about being down. Start holding the ball for a minute before you take a shot. That's kind of what it looks like unless they get a wide open layup. They are not going to shoot it until right before the buzzer. And they hit a 3-pointer right at the end of the first quarter. If the Dons don't get the ball back, they need to make sure that they hold them and don't let them score here before the end of the half, and they almost throw it away. But Hartman's able to run it down before it goes out of bounds. Oaks dribbles into the paint, jump stops in the corner. Hartman wide open three, and he missed it. So the Dons are going to get it back. Here comes Max Owen, quickly up the floor. Goes down, shot up, and a little too hard. Ball tipped out. Now they're going to get a layup on the other end. Haygood up down there trying to get back. Folks, I tell you, it never fails. When something happens that you mess up when you should score, the other team's going to burn you on the other end. It happens almost every time. Haygood in the paint. He's going to put it up, and he scores. And a long shot, no good. It's right on line from past half court. But that will be the end of the first half. And it is 29-21 in favor of Saxony Lutheran. I got to put down that last 2 points here that Corey Haygood got real quick. We will look at our scoring real quick here. 5 points for Max Ritchie, 2 for John Hartman, 4 for Landon Oakes, 3 for Owen Buckheit, 13 for Luke Eggemeyer, and 2 for Aaron Zellner. And they were 1 for 1 from the line. Dons were 4 of 6 at the free throw line. And in the first half, Isaac Rawlings has 4 points, 3 for Emmett Jones, 5 for Max Owen, and 7 for Cam Barton, and 2 points for Corey Haygood in the first half. And the Dons trail at 29-21 here at halftime. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back shortly before the second half starts. But the Dons trail by 8 going to the locker room at halftime. Be back in a few minutes.
The OFC regular season conference champions, district champions, 3 players broke the 1,000 point mark. Shane Calvert at 1,080, Matt Rogers at 1,087, and Danny Pettis at 1,460 points. One player will go on to become All-State, that is Matt Rogers. The state winning 3 state championships at Hartsville. The 2002-2003 team would like to thank Coach Tony Kane, Mark Thompson, Jason Andrews, Shane Benson, and their coaches, Sean and Scott Gibbs. They would also like to thank Nate Stig and Rand Calvert, who gave them every opportunity they could and traveled all over the country to play ball. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2002-2003 championship Doniphan Dons. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Back here at halftime, it's 29-21, Saxony Lutheran leading the Dons. In that first half, the Dons scored 11 points in the first quarter and only 10 in the second. Saxony scored 15 in the first and 14 in the second. And they've got an 8-point lead here at halftime. There's nobody in any foul trouble. Zellner and Keeney, both two of the bigger boys for Saxony, have 2, but they only had 5 team fouls in the first half, and the Dons had 4. So in the JV game, we didn't have very many fouls called either. There's a lot of outside shooting. And by the way, the JV won 47-32. And we're a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. The seeding for the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament is going to be a Wednesday. So when we have the game on Friday night with the Donettes and the Madrid, we'll have the brackets for you to let you know. The Dons, JV and varsity, will both have to play on Saturday because, well, unless they do it different than normal, they usually play 8 or 9 games, however many they have to play on Saturday to get all the JV boys, the varsity girls, and the varsity boys games, the 2 through the 7 seeds, and that usually amounts to 9 games. So we'll see if that's how they do it or not. That way they can play the semifinals of the boys and girls on Monday and Tuesday, the third place games on Thursday, and the championship games on Friday. The tournament is at Greenville this year, and I believe KWOC, I think, is going to be live streaming the games. And you probably can see that on YouTube or on Facebook, either one. Next year, we have the OFC tournament here at Doniphan, so we will be live streaming the whole tournament for you next year, right here from Bill L. Wright. The finals will be Friday at, I assume, again at the Libo Sports Complex on the campus of Three Rivers College. The Saxony back on the floor. They have Ritchie, Hartman, Oakes, Zellner, and Eggemeyer. Eggemeyer had a big first half with 13 points. The Dons send out J.D. Burton, Emmett Jones, Max Owen, Isaac Rawlings, and Cam Barton. And we are underway in the second half with the Dons down 8 points. And we're going to have a foul right off the bat. Call on Max Ritchie. That was kind of a touch foul there after what we had in the first half, not hardly any fouls called. J.D. Burton gets it in the paint. Jones, he turns, shoots, and scores. Emmett Jones with his first field goal. He's got 5 points. Cuts the lead to 29-23. Oakes with it. Penetrates in the lane. Backdoor pass to Hartman. Hands it to Zellner, and he lays it in. Really good ball movement by the Crusaders. It looks like Saxony may be in a 1-2-2 zone now. They played a 2-3 zone in the first half. J.D. Burton gives it over to Max Owen on the left side. Bounces back to Burton. Burton penetrates, kicks it out in the corner. Emmett Jones for 3. It's an air ball. And Eggemeyer had the rebound, but he lost it to Max Owen, and he missed the little turnaround. Well, Max doesn't miss those very often. Hartman will give the ball to Oakes. He swings it over to Eggemeyer. Now to Ritchie. Head of the key, Hartman. Left side to Oakes. Now to Ritchie. And Ritchie's open for a 3. It's no good. And Isaac Rawlings had the rebound, but he lost it to Zellner. Ritchie dribbles baseline. Back out to Oakes. Oakes dribbles into the paint all the way to the hole, and he lays it in over Emmett Jones. So not getting that defensive rebound really hurt. And Rawlings had it in his hands, but he had it taken away from him. Down by 10 now. Ball down to Barton on the baseline. Cross court to Rawlings. In the corner, Max Owen, a quick 3, and it's good. They need to get Max open and get him going here. He could get him back in the game in a hurry. 33-26. Just under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Don's got a defensive rebound. Ritchie penetrates, stops and shoots, and no good. And Zellner gets inside position and he lays it in. The Dons are not doing a very good job on the defensive boards. They're getting outworked by Saxony Lutheran. 9-point lead. J.D. Burton's open for three. It's no good. Max Owen battling for the rebound. It's tipped over to Barton, and Barton lays it up and in. That's 9 points for Barton. 35-28 now. We kind of work back and forth from a 7 to a 9-point lead here. We still got 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Saxony is a very patient team. They work to get a good shot. They have not taken very many bad ones in this game. Zellner out to Ritchie. Bounces to Oakes for three. He missed that one badly, but another offensive rebound by Eggemeyer. And the Dons are getting killed on their defensive boards and offensive boards for the Dons. And Coach Cagle calls a timeout. 37-28 with 4:41 left in the third quarter. We got a short timeout, so we'll take a break, one commercial, and we'll be right back.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Dons will have the ball, and they trail 37-28 with 4:41 left in the third quarter. Now they're playing a diamond and one on Max Owen. He's being guarded by Hartman. The other four are playing a diamond zone. So Sean Gazaway checked in the game during that timeout. J.D. Burton cross court. Emmett Jones dribbles to the head of the key. Right side to Rawlings. And Hartman is on Max Owen everywhere he goes. That diamond zone, there should be an opening in the middle, but you're still going to have to hit some outside shots to get that open in the middle. Now Emmett Jones drives to the basket. His shot blocked by Zellner. Eggemeyer up to Ritchie, and Ritchie dribbles down that left side. Cross court, Oakes hands it off to Hartman. Back to Oates, over to Ritchie. Don's playing man-to-man. Sean Gazaway trying to keep up with Zellner down low. Zellner's got a lot of weight on him and a little bit of height. And a jump stop by Oakes. Shot no good. Eggemeyer with another offensive rebound, and he lays it in. He has got 17. And the Dons just cannot keep them off the offensive glass. Bounce in the lane. Emmett Jones goes up, and we're going to have a tie ball, I think. And it'll go to Saxony Lutheran. Luke Emmons checks in for Isaac Rawlings. Saxony with an 11-point lead. 3:05 left in the third quarter. They get it down low to Zellner, puts it up, and he got around Gazaway. And Barton's going to come right back in the game. And the foul is going to be on J.D. Burton. He did keep him from making the basket, so he'll have to earn him from the free throw line. That's one thing I always say, if you're going to commit a foul, make sure that they do not make the basket as well. And he missed the free throw. So instead of getting three, the most he can get's one here. Zellner, a lefty, puts this one up, and he hits the front of the rim, and the second one crawls over and falls in. And he has 7 points now, and the lead is 12. So Barton back in the game, and he's going to be at the free throw line. and try to get it inside to him. And the pass is batted right back to Burton. That was lucky that wasn't a turnover. Max Owen on the left wing. Over to Burton. Down the corner to Jones. Jones drives in, puts it up, no good. And Cam Barton gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. That's 11 for Barton. And we got an official timeout there. We have a wet spot on the floor. And we're going to have Owen Buckeye checking back in the game for the Crusaders. He's going to replace Hartman as they get the floor cleaned up down there. It's 40-30. Saxony up by 10 with 2:23 left in the third quarter. Don's going to set up in a 2-2-1 full court press. I believe that's the first time tonight that they've used the full court. They've had a half court trapping defense a couple of times. Eggemeyer, Ritchie play catch in the back court. Ritchie gets it across the half line. Zellner throws cross court to Buckeye underneath the basket. He puts it up, missed it. And a good contest there by Cameron Barton. And the Dons got a chance to cut it down. They get the ball down low to Lick Emmons. He puts it up and it won't go. Well, bad luck there. That's a good pass from J.D. Burton. And with 1:47 to go, Ritchie backs it out towards midcourt. Over to Buckeye, right back to Ritchie. Don's back to, well, the Dons look like they're playing a box and one or diamond and one. And Oakes takes it into the lane and he gets an easy jumper. If you're going to let him penetrate in there against that, you're going to be in trouble. Max Owen at the head of the key. Over to J.D. Burton, baseline. Barton turns to the baseline. Fall away jumper, no good. Zellner with the rebound. Gives it to Ritchie. Head of the key to Zellner. Now left side, Buckeye. Cross court pass, and J.D. Burton got a hand on it, and then he knocked it off of Ritchie. Good hustle there by J.D. Burton. And we got Isaac Rawlings coming back in. They also got Keeney coming in for Zellner. Don's down by 12 with 54 seconds left in the third quarter. They have the basketball. And it's Buckeye, the one guarding Max Owen now. They set a double screen for him, but they go away from it. Rawlings on the baseline, out to Burton. And again, they set a double screen. Go back the other way. And they're trying to get that ball inside, and Rawlings is going to shoot a three. No good. It hits the rim a couple of times. If that had only hit the rim one time, Max Owen would have got that rebound, but it hit it the second time, and it kicked it back the other way. 20 seconds left. Third quarter. And Ritchie holding it out near midcourt. Down to 10 seconds. They've got a 12-point lead, looking to hit another bucket here before the end of the third quarter. Ritchie dribbles into the paint, little floater up, no good. And he gets the rebound back, missed it, and Eggemeyer tips it in. And again, same story all night long. The Dons can't get a defensive rebound. 44-30 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
Well, the Dons got outscored that quarter 15-9, and they trail by 14 now. I believe that's Saxony's biggest lead of the game. With 8 minutes to play, it's going to be Hartman, Buckheit, Ritchie, Eggemeyer, and Keeney. For the Dons, it'll be Burton, Rawlings, Jones, Owen, and Barton. And they're still playing that man-to-man. And, three-pointer by Emmett Jones. Maybe a little bit of his older brother might start rubbing off on him on them threes. His brother, Ethan Jones, was one heck of a three-point shooter. Emmett's more of an inside player. But that three helps. That cuts the lead to 11. Hartman hands it off to Ritchie at the head of the key. Now right side, Buckheit. Gives it to Eggemeyer on the baseline. He's picked up double team. He's going to back it back out. Give it to Buckheit over to Ritchie on the left wing. Ritchie puts it on the floor. Eggemeyer comes to the left wing, gets the pass. He's going to dribble back out near midcourt and hand it to Ritchie, and they'll start over again. Ritchie crossover dribble. Hartman, three-pointer at the other end, no good. Emmett Jones with the rebound. He quickly comes into the front court. Circles back around as Saxony gets back. Oh, Max was wide open there if they'd have got it to him. Jones going to try it again in the same spot, and that's an air ball. Cam Barton gets the rebound. He's going to take it into the paint, and he's going to put it up, and we're going to have a foul before the shot. Foul's going to be on Ritchie. Reached in from the outside. Oakes comes back in, replacing Buckheit. Be Don's ball underneath their own basket. Get a bucket here and get it back down under 10. Owen cutting to the basket, is going to take it in. He puts it up and it won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Well, they could have used a bucket and one there. That one's going to be on Keeney, his third. That is the third team foul, and Owen will shoot 2 free throws. And the first one's short. Max just hadn't been able to get in the flow. He's hit a couple of three-pointers and got 8 points, but until some of the other Dons start stepping up and making several points, I'm saying, they're going to keep playing this box and one on him. And he is working his tail off to get open, but it's just hard to get open. You get away from that one man, somebody else picks you up. Back to a 10-point game. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Hartman in the lane to Keeney. Swings it to Eggemeyer. Back out front to Ritchie. They're not too interested in shooting too many three-pointers. Not with all that size they've got. Ritchie, left wing to Oakes. Baseline to Eggemeyer. Eggemeyer takes it back out, and he's going to be fouled by Emmett Jones. Coach Cagle said that's all right. We got to start trying to create some turnovers. Keeney checks out. And Aaron Zellner comes back in, number 35. 6 minutes left. They're 44-34 Saxony. Oakes gives it on the baseline. Hartman back to Oakes. Out front to Ritchie. Left side to Eggemeyer. Eggemeyer circles around. J.D. Burton trying to stay with him. Back out front to Ritchie. Back to Eggemeyer. Baseline, Oakes. Started in, comes back out, and throws it back out front to Ritchie. Dons are scrambling here, trying to get a turnover. Saxony run a lot of time off that clock. Baseline. Oakes for three, air ball. Emmett Jones. Dons going to have to convert on these every opportunity they get, and they're going to have a reach-in foul on Max Ritchie, and that'll be his third. That's only the fourth team foul. Well, the Dons will inbound it under their own basket, but the Dons are going to have to convert almost every trip down the floor because they're not going to get a lot of chances as much time as Saxony's taken off the clock, and they throw it away. Eggemeyer with the steal. Not the right idea there, but Eggemeyer just too long and tall to make that pass over. Ritchie with the basketball. Eggemeyer, boy, he's doing a lot of running all over that court. He's running more than anybody out there, I think. And a shot put up and in by Hartman. Burton back the other way. Head of the key to Max Owen. He has just not been able to shake free. Actually, they're not playing him man-to-man right now. Burton out to Rawlings. His long three is short. Ball comes back to Max Owen. He's open for a three, and it's good. If they could just get him open. That's 12 for Owen, and it's 46-37. And Coach Cagle calls the timeout with 4:19 to go. This will be a full one, but we'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back on Current River Broadcasting.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
(46-37) is our score. Saxony Lutheran still on top by 9 points. And the Dons called a timeout. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give the Dons credit because they are really hustling, scrambling, trying to get that ball on the defensive end. And they're going to be some tired boys in the morning when they get up. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be Saxony's basketball. 4:19 to go. They're up by 9. And we'll see some full court pressure by the Dons. Both teams have their starters on the floor right now. Eggemeyer had a big night for Saxony Lutheran. 6'6", and he's bringing the ball up the floor. Gets it up the floor to Hartman. Eggemeyer bobbled it, throws it out front, almost intercepted. Now J.D. Burton takes it away. Emmett Jones, one-on-one, goes in, lays it up and in. Over the big man. 10 points for Emmett Jones. 3:50 to go. Closest the Dons have been in a while, 46-39. Eggemeyer over to Ritchie. Now to Oaks. And J.D. Burton ties him up. Going to be Saxony's basketball, but good hustle there by J.D. And Coach Callahan was just talking to the official about he thought that was a foul on J.D. on the last one where he stole it and got it to Emmett Jones for a layup down there. Ritchie to Eggemeyer. Eggemeyer into the paint, goes down, lays it up, no good, but we got a foul. The Red Sea parted for him there, and he took it down, took advantage of it. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he's going to be fouled by Cam Barton. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. 3:24 left in the game. And Eggemeyer with 19 points in the game. And his free throw rims out. That went down in and come back out. He takes a deep breath, puts his second one in the air, and it's good. That gets him to 20 points, and the lead is back to 8. Max Owen, head of the key. Over to Rawlings on the right wing. Now back to Burton on the right wing. Max fakes the three, back to J.D. Burton. Cross-court pass, Emmett Jones fakes the three, dribbles into the bank, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Zellner. Neither team in the bonus yet. That's Zellner's 3rd foul, but it's only the 5th team foul. So the Dons will inbound it. We're under 3 minutes to go, and they trail by 8. They put on a little bit of a comeback here in the fourth quarter, but still a ways to go and not much time to do it. Rawlings bounces to Emmett Jones, dribbles into the paint, goes in, and the shot is good, and a blocking foul on Zellner. On Zellner. The basket will count. And Emmett Jones has got 12. And if he makes this, he can get the Dons back within 5 points with 2:49 to go. And that shot was put up with the left hand by Emmett Jones. And Coach Callahan is going to call a timeout with 2:49 to go as he's got Max Ritchie, his captain, over there talking to the referee. Now he's going to go out and talk to the ref with 2:49 to go. And I'm not sure if this is a full or 30. We'll keep it here. But so far in this quarter, the Dons have scored 11, and Saxony's only scored 3. They've got to cut to 6, and Emmett Jones has got a free throw that can cut it to 5. They were trailing by 14 when this quarter started. This is one thing I never could understand. I know the coach is not happy about them calling that a blocking foul, but he spent the whole time out there talking to the referee, and his assistant coach had to do the coaching. So Emmett Jones has had a good second half. He makes this free throw, he'll have 10 points in the second half and 13 for the game if he makes the free throw. Dons have 3 in double figures. Jones has got 12. Max Owen has 12, and Barton has 11 right now. But they haven't got much help besides that. That was a 16 foul. So the rest of the game, the Dons will be in the bonus, but we've only got 2:49 left as Emmett Jones steps to the free throw line, and he makes the free throw. And the Dons are making it interesting here. A little full court pressure, but Saxony handles it easily. Ritchie out near midcourt. Over on the right side to Oaks. Back out front to Ritchie. And Ritchie's going to be fouled by J.D. Burton. And I'm not really sure you want to do that yet. That's going to be the fourth team foul. That's J.D.'s third foul. Fourth team foul on the Dons, which you want to get to the bonus in case you need to foul at the end to try to get the ball back. Ritchie gives it to Eggemeyer. J.D. Burton hounding him out front. Over to Ritchie. Ritchie dribbles to the baseline. In the lane, Eggemeyer. Eggemeyer goes up and under, and he scores. And we're going to have a foul on the Dons. A big bucket there for Saxony. And who other than Eggemeyer to get it for them? He's got 22. And that foul was on Max Owen, his second. That pushes the lead back to 7. Eggemeyer can make it 8 with his free throw with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the ball game. Eggemeyer's free throw's short. Barton gets the rebound. Hands it to J.D. Burton. Burton quickly into the front court. Hands it to Max Owen. Owen bounces to Rawlings over to J.D. Burton, three-pointer. It's up and good. J.D. Burton hits a 3. And it's back to 4 points, 49-45. It ain't over yet, folks. Dons trail by 4. They have scored 19 to 5 this quarter. And that 14-point lead has been cut to 4. Is that right? Excuse me, 15 to 5. 15 to 5, they've outscored Saxony in this quarter. And if they would have been playing defense like that the whole game, of course, they probably would be dragging right now and be behind by more because they would have been tired. But they've really been getting it after it here in the last couple, 3 minutes to make this very interesting. 49-45. The Dons come back to the floor. Saxony's going to see full court pressure. We'll see if the Dons can come all the way back. Now the problem is when they run a lot of time off the clock, Dons have got to commit 2 more fouls before they put them in the bonus. If they run too much time off, and there's some confusion at the scorers table. I think there's confusion to who called the timeout. They must have took it off of Saxony Lutheran. I thought Coach Cagle called the timeout. And a couple of the officials over at the scorers table trying to get it lined out. Shows on the scoreboard that Saxony has 3 and the Dons have 2. Now I think they're changing it to 4 for Saxony and 1 for Doniphan. Okay, we're set to go now. And Eggemeyer will throw it in. He gets it into Oakes. Back to Eggemeyer. Back to Oakes, and nobody's guarding him. I don't know who's supposed to be. Gives it back to Ritchie. Ritchie has it taken away by J.D. Burton, and he's going to be, they're going to call a jump ball, but it'll be Don's ball. Arrow pointing their way. Great play there by J.D. Burton as Ritchie got that ball out in front of him, and he took it away from him. And the Dons can cut it to 2, maybe 1 if they hit a 3-pointer here. Burton dribbles into the front court, and we're going to have a foul. And that's going to put Burton at the free throw line with the clock stopped. And that foul is going to be on Landon Oakes. And that couldn't ask for any more than that. Now the Dons have to hit the free throws. J.D. Burton, who made a big 3-pointer just a little bit ago, is at the free throw line. Going to have to bend them knees because he's been playing really hard. And the free throw is good. 49 to 46. 1:41 left in the game. The 3-point lead for Saxony. The second one is on the way, and it's good. When the Dons come all the way back here, Burton all over Eggemeyer in the back court, and that's going to be a foul on Burton. That's going to be his 4th. So he doesn't need to commit any more fouls. There's still no bonus, but from the next foul, they will be shooting free throws. Both teams now the rest of the game. Oakes gets the inbounds pass. Hartman down low. Zellner lays it in. Well, that was a really nice out-of-bounds play from half court. Lead back to 4 again. Burton over to Rawlings. 1:20 to go. Back over to Rawlings. To Owen in the corner. Back to Rawlings. Over on the right side to Burton. Don's got to be a little more in a bigger of a hurry here. Burton's going to shoot a 3. It's no good. And Eggemeyer got the rebound. Now the ball's loose. And good hustle there by Emmett Jones, but the arrow's going to favor Saxony. 1:04 to go. 51-47 Saxony. If the Dons foul, they will be shooting free throws. Burton, all over Eggemeyer. He gets it across the half line. He is a good ball handler. And Coach Callahan runs out to half court and calls a timeout with 55 seconds to go. And his team leads the Dons 51-47. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break and be back. Don't leave us. Got an exciting finish here.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Folks, I don't know if the Dons are going to be able to come back all the way here, but I've got to give them a lot of credit. They have made a whale of a comeback. They have outscored Saxony 17-7 this quarter. They were down 14. They trailed by 4, but Saxony has the basketball. If they don't get a steal here pretty quick, they're going to have to put them on the free throw line. And we got another timeout called as they were having a hard time getting it in. They did get it in. The Coach Hartman calls it, or Clanahan calls a timeout, excuse me. And this is another full one. We'll go ahead and keep it here. And remind you as well, Monday night, the Donettes will be facing the Jackson Lady Indians right here in Doniphan. And folks, if you can get out to that game, come out and support the Donettes. They're 17-1 on the season, and they're going to be the #1 seed in the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament, which starts a week from Saturday. And they're also ranked 7th in the state in Class 4 in the latest poll that came out the other day. And Jackson is going to be a big test. They're a Class 6 school. And as Coach Epps told me at halftime, they have a bunch of big girls. Donette's got a couple, 3, but they're going to have their work cut out for them. But hopefully it'll be a great ball game. And if you can get out to watch them, do that. If you can't, you can tune it right here to Current River Broadcasting. We'll have that for you. And also next Friday night, the Donettes will be at home against the Madrid. We'll have that game as well. The boys' next game will be Monday at Mealyville, not Tuesday. Schedule says Tuesday, but they moved it to Monday in case we have some more bad weather next week. So we'll try it again. They actually let a second run off the clock there that should be put back on there because he called timeout before they got the ball inbound. Eggemeyer gives it to Hartman, and we got a foul on Emmett Jones. But right now, if you can't get a steal, you don't have any choice. You got to put them on the line, hope that they miss the 1-and-1, and you get the rebound. John Hartman has 4 points in the game. It's his first trip to the free throw line. And he puts it up, and it's good. I'm guessing for the most part, these guys are really good free throw shooters. So it's a 5-point lead with 47.6 seconds to go. And the second one is good as well. J.D. Burton gets it to the front court. Barton spins on the baseline, goes up, hands it off to Emma Jones, and he scores. And a beautiful pass by Cam Barton. Eggemeyer up the floor. Gets it to Hartman, and we're going to have a foul on Emmett Jones. And good sportsmanship there. He didn't mean to knock him down that hard. That is 3 fouls on Emmett Jones. And we'll put Hartman right back at the line again. He just made 2 in a row. Still a 1-and-1. And he knocks it in again. Well, he's 3 for 3 in the last 10, 12 seconds or so. 54-49. Hartman's next one is good. Don's got to hurry. Burton to the other end. 30 seconds. Over to Emmett Jones. Emmett dribbles into the paint, goes in, puts it up, and the ball is. I got a feeling here they're going to say that Saxony didn't touch that ball, and they're going to give it to Saxony. It looked like Emmett might have lost the ball. Now they're going to say it's Don's ball. 23.7 seconds to go. The Dons have almost got to hit a 3-pointer here to have any chance at all. And you're still going to have to miss free throws on the other end, even if they make a 3 here. Max Owen will throw it in. Throws it out front. J.D. Burton over to Max Owen. Max in the corner. Rawlings fakes it. Now he takes it into the paint, puts it up, and no good. And that'll probably do it as the rebound comes down to Zellner. And Eggemeyer has it in the back court, up into the front court. Dons don't need to foul now. And Saxony is going to come away with a 55-49 win over the Dons. But the Dons made a gallant comeback in that fourth quarter. They outscored Saxony a 19-11. And they got back within 4 a couple of times. but just couldn't get any closer. And they fall 55-49. They drop to 13-6, and Saxony Lutheran goes to 11-8. The scoring for Saxony Lutheran: 5 points for Max Ritchie, 8 points for John Hartman, and he made 4 free throws down the stretch there to put this game away. 8 points for Landon Oaks, 3 for Owen Buckheit, and the big game of the night, leading scorer in the game, 22 points for Luke Eggemeyer, and 9 points for Aaron Zellner. And they were 6 of 9 in the second half, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, but those last 4 by Hartman were the big ones. The Dons shot well from the free throw line tonight. They didn't get there too much, but they were 8 of 11 in the ball game. The scoring for the Dons: J.D. Burton had 5, 4 points for Isaac Rawlings, 15 for Emmett Jones, 12 for Max Owen, 11 for Cam Barton, and 2 points for Corey Haygood. So our final score, 55-49. The Dons won the JV game 47-32. And the Dons will play Monday night at Neelyville in their next game. And we'll be back here, right here in this spot, Monday night for the Donettes and the Jackson Lady Indians. And a big game, a big test for the Donettes, coming in at 17-1 on the season. So that's going to wrap things up. Appreciate everybody watching tonight, and join us again on Monday if you can't make it out to the game. This is Keith Bowman for Current River Broadcasting. Good night, everybody.